Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the beautiful Sebring, Florida. We are here for round one of the US Drift Circuit Formula Drift Pro-Am series. And man, oh man, it's been an exciting one with beautiful weather, some wind going out there, a little bit hot for me, but we have kids out here enjoying the weather. And yet again, you're gonna have both of us. My name is Jonathan Tiny Warbe, one of the announcers here, and the man, the myth, the legend next to me is Dustin, the Florida man, Dustin Motors. How you feeling, Dave?
Always good, man. It's been a lovely day out here. Couldn't ask for better weather. Got a nice breeze going on. We've sacrificed a few canopies to the gods, and we're out here to watch some drifting.
Yeah, and man, I felt bad for you during the seating bracket. You've been bonking your head on this dang canopy.
You know,
and
it's hard being this handsome and tall. I mean, it's difficult. I understand.
Yeah. But we're going to take a look at standings right now here. And oh my, Duarte, the architect, Vienna, pulling first in seating bracket. He's right now on the top of the leaderboards for the series. But we have Jake Clark in second and Jake Little in third. They are heavy hitters today. And we haven't seen even the season guys go out there because they've been brought into the main show according to the standings. We have John the Rocket Man Temple. You have Brian Sturman. He's actually pretty new to the series, as well as Tom Mermanat, another heavy hitter. And Willie Espinoza made it in too, which is great. He had some technical issues today. I'll talk about that a little bit later. What are you excited for here, Dustin?
Well, super excited for everybody actually on here. I mean, we got Zach out here. We've got Pedro. We've got John Temple. I mean, Colette Davis is out here as well. We've got people holding licenses that are coming out here and a part of the fight. Beyond excited to see everybody really just punching up. I mean, we just watched Jake Clark and Jake Little absolutely throw down out here today, both coming out of seemingly nowhere. And let's just go ahead and take a look at some of those runs actually. Going against Duarte, right here, we're seeing some earlier runs from our beginning of our battles, and this was our seeding battles. Now, it was also a knockout battle as well. We had 34 drivers sign up and qualify, and obviously, we can only have 32 spaces on the top 32 bracket. So, obviously, some people, unfortunately, had to go ahead and win, and some people had to lose. So, getting to receive one of these runs, we're going to see some practice as well. Out here with the Howard's Cams Corvette, Christian Catrone sitting in practice, absolutely having a blast. Another Corvette. Fan favorite is that LS power that we've been hearing today.
Yeah.
So getting to see a lot of cool runs. Ryan is out here as well. Super excited to see them. The Taxi Garage guys always having a great time. And I mean, what battles we got to see. Little bump and tug. There it is.
Yeah, with Christian Catrone, he was our last year's champion, and he was able to just come out here, enjoy the environment, get some practice laps in before Connecticut for his Formula Drift round. And overall, the amount of tenacity from all of these drivers has been amazing. You got Zach Chin, another guy that he's been only drifting for 2 years now.
Yeah.
He's insane. As well as there you have Jack right there, or Jake, sorry, I keep calling him Jack. Two Jakes in one environment is kind of a tongue twister for me, but he's been he's been killing it with that yellow Hes chassis and absolutely put a stellar battle between him and Duarte.
Yeah, no, phenomenal battle from him. I mean, he has great instinct as a driver, and I actually got to see him and drive against him over in Alabama at Clutch Kickers Mid-Pond. He's amazing. Luckily, obviously, a lot of these guys I've gotten to drive with, so it's really cool that we get to have somebody out here that knows not just that, but gets to see it firsthand and kind of knows what it is. So coming into some of the rules, the drivers are going to compete in a lead and chase lap. Now, for everybody that knows that, I understand we're going to go over this again. For all those new people, though, that means that the first person is going to go ahead and take a lead run. Then they're going to have the other person chasing. They then switch places, and they're back-to-back. Each driver does have one 5-minute timeout, and there are 3 tires out of the box will be a 0. 2 tires is a deduction as well as 1 tire even further. But we do have 2 drivers in the box already out of the burnout box ready to go. And it should be, if I'm not mistaken, Tom Mermanet and Savio.
man.
Two crazy drivers coming out of the Florida area. Both of these guys have been driving for quite a while. Tom, seemingly out of nowhere the last couple of years, but really stride of his own. Went all the way out to California, Ipa Valley, to go ahead and beat up on the guys over there. Came back over here, has won a couple competitions, and he said, this is the year I'm going to get my license. And honestly, he's got the car to do it. No, go ahead, Tom.
Oh, here it goes. Tom Mermanot in the lead. Savio Silva in the chase. Savio Silva was struggling a little bit in seating bracket, but now here he got everything situated as Tom Mermanot goes through the first outer zone, hitting that touch and go one, and then going to outer zone two. Savio does a little bobble, but Tom Mermanot looks like he got a little too deep on outer zone two, but beautiful fill out on that touch and go two, transitioning to the final outer zone. Too deep right there, but Savio's right there at his door.
Man, I think you nailed it right there. Tom came in flying, ready to prove that he is going for it. Did go a little bit deep into the second zone, which carried him through into the touch and go. We can see that coming through. Savio, obviously, great proximity, doing a great job. Just missing first zone, it looks like, right there. Coming in, second zone, a little bit deep, like you were saying. Savio right there in the smoke, right in the pocket, not getting lost. And this is where it's been catching people up, is this fatal funnel coming up out of the second touch and go. That's where the cars are really slowing down. We've seen some cars carry speed through there, but a lot of them shutting down almost to go ahead and hit that zone and come and wrap around for that last outer zone. And looked like Tom went ahead and not shut down, but he went a little outside of that third zone there.
Well, we did have a third drivers meeting today, and you were there as well, and they were talking about the decel zone. There's two decel zones here, right? And it's the one right before outer zone 2 and in that fatal funnel that you're talking about. As someone that with your caliber of driving, you've been in behind that wheel. As a driver, what are you expecting, especially chasing, with a decel zone? Are you paying attention to the front tires to see if they're locking up a little bit, or are you waiting for like the rear tail lights to light up?
Well, so I'm not really looking for lights, especially if I'm in the pocket. I won't be able to see them. But what I'm really doing is obviously focusing on that front tire, but also the positioning. If they're over-angled and they're afraid of looping, they're going to need to slow that car down to add momentum. But here we go. We got Savio in the lead. Tom with an aggressive entry here, and a big charge coming through. Savio hitting some cones, but Tom absolutely sitting there right behind Smoke Daddy, throwing down the smoke like his name entails, almost missing of all of the second outer zone here. Tom not giving him an inch, though, into that fatal funnel and going ahead and over-transitioning. He's going to go ahead and catch up, hopefully, here, this final third zone, and he does. Wow. What you just saw Tom do is what I was just mentioning. So he is sitting in the pocket, and he did wait a little longer for that transition just because he had to have given the space, but I think he gave him a little bit too much. But honestly, a phenomenal job. And we're going to go ahead and get a side-by-side shot here as well.
Yeah, especially on both lead laps, the judges are going to be looking at it. Who had the better lead? Who had a better chase? Savio did go, it looks like one, maybe two. It looks 2 tires off from what I'm seeing on the right side. Tom Mermanot doing great, putting out a smoke show. Savio is hitting that touch and go transition. Oh, he might have transitioned a little early. That's why he was late to go into outer zone 2. But Tom Mermanot doing a fantastic job and filling each zone out, carrying the momentum, but there is 2 tires off on that outer zone 3 from him. So there's a lot of tit for tat from what I'm seeing on the side-by-side replay.
Yeah, but no big glaring mistakes that were like astronomical. I mean, yes, some tires out, but that was some hard driving from both these drivers. Yeah. This is easily something we could have been seen in the top 16 or top 8, but that's just how it works. Sometimes you go against some of the big hitters, and both of these guys aren't expecting to lose.
No, it's Savio, Smoke Daddy. He was having some wiring issues earlier. That's why he had to bow out, and he was not getting any power into his engine, he was telling me.
Oh, no.
And he was able to fix that. Freddie from Drift HQ was able to get everything locked in. Tom Mermanot always looking like he's on rails whenever he's driving.
Yeah, no, the commitment from both these drivers is foot to the floor, we're going to go. And that's what we're looking for out here. We're not looking for this, oh, we're going into this second touch and go, let me pull the throttle and slow down and check up that chase driver and choke him up to where he's unchaseable. You know, we're really looking for a nice, quick, easy flow through with power. And that's what the judges are trying to find right now. So they're trying to see who did it better. And honestly, them taking this long, our first time might be a one more time. Which that's where the judges can't choose, or 2 judges go against each other and one says one more time, or all 3 can say one more time. But yeah, let's go ahead and see what happens here. Obviously, very excited for both these guys. both super great people.
And 3 judges, they've been around the drift scene for a long time. You got Rad Dan Burkett, Piner, and Harry.
Yep.
They're amazing people to talk to and learn and get knowledge about it. But it looks like we have a decision here.
And it's going to be the red Corvette, Tom Berminot, getting to move forward, getting the first win on this top 32 bracket, and going on into the top 16.
Absolutely stellar performance from both drivers. I'm happy Savio was able to get back out on track and battle it out.
That's the way you want to win. Tom doesn't want to win where their car isn't working. Savio doesn't want to go out there with a hurt car either. Both of them got to battle out like gladiators. They're both walking away knowing they put it all out in the field. And I know for a fact that's not the last time we're going to be seeing Smoke Daddy this season. So definitely excited. But Tom getting his first win on the way. Like he said, he was trying to get that license. It starts here, and he's got the first step forward. He's got a lot of steps more to go, probably a couple miles worth of steps, but he's got the first step down.
And now we have Zach Allison and Brian Sturman, another guy I was talking about earlier. In the seating bracket, I was talking about how he did drift the E30, and then he switched over to this newer BMW chassis, and he's just been absolutely shredding. He's shredded in Fuel Fest, Mayday Mayhem. He's just one guy to look out for. And
I mean, the car itself is immaculate too. That build, he did it all himself in his garage.
Oh yeah.
Has been documenting every step of the way. And what's great is he's one of those people where I've actually reached out and called and been like, hey, what did you do for X, Y, Z? And he's just a wealth of information because he just did it. So that's the nice thing about drifting community is we're all doing the same thing. We're all building it, and we're not against each other unless we're out on the track. So
yeah.
When we're out on the track, I kind of want to win. So I don't wish him ill, though. I want his car to work. I want to just beat him.
Yeah. It's you hit it right in the head. Drifting, you have the love of the sport, but then when it's on the track, gloves are off. You're throwing dukes and trying to slam each other's door as beautifully as possible. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, just little taps.
A little smooch.
Little taps.
A little smooch. Here we go. Zach Allison, and with that Ford Mustang in the lead. Coming in with a nice weight transfer initiation. Going to that first outer zone. Able to get fully deep. Oh, man. Flirting with the outer line. Going to that outer touch and go. Beautiful transition. Bang. Right to angle. Brian is struggling a little bit. But Zach went a little too deep. Possibly 2, maybe 1 tire off on outer zone 2. Transitioning in this fatal funnel. Oh, my goodness. Ooh.
Well, that is the reflexes of a drift car driver. We are out there on the razor's edge all the entire time and trying to make the decisions of, are we shutting this car down? Are we trying to spin it to not slam into somebody? Or are we trying to get as close as we can and trust them? So some strategic decisions there. I do think there was a lot of corrections, unfortunately, with Brian. I would love to see a little bit smoother, kind of getting in there. You can kind of see where he's trying to match angle and charge and move forward. But, I mean, great lead run there as well, nice and floaty coming out. You saw the front end of the car fully up. He was planted on the floor, and this is where he charged in. He gets nice and close. Brian doing a great job here, sitting in there, giving him the space to transition, but not too much, and goes in, and he just starts over-rotating, and that's when Brian says, oh my goodness, let's go try to shut this down and make sure we don't slam into him. So great reflexes by him. Definitely props.
Zach Allison coming from Jacksonville. Man, that's a long drive. Jacksonville, Florida.
Brian's coming from Jacksonville too.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I am midway between them and here. So it's absolutely amazing seeing everybody from all parts of Florida to come out here to compete in the hopes of getting their Formula Drift Pro Spec license, man. It's awesome. And we got our crew out there getting ready. Lights extinguish. Zach is in the chase, gives himself a little jump. As Brian just being rowdy right off the rip. Rips that E-brake going inside first outer zone. Gets right. Nice floaty angle. Oh my goodness, that was buttery smooth. All the way into outer touch and go. Beautiful. And going into outer zone 2. A little bit too deep on outer zone 2. 1 tire possibly off. Now getting to the touch and go 2. Transitioning to the final outer zone. That is, oh my goodness. Zach.
Not Zach's turn. There's a banana peel out there for Zach, unfortunately. Yeah, Brian doing a great job, a little bit too far out in there. I don't know if he was just sending a little too hard or if he doesn't have the grip he thinks he has. The track has obviously changed conditions. We've gone from the dead heat of the day and we're kind of cooling down a little bit now. But he is just a little outside the line, but those are adjustments that he's going to make moving forward, if he moves forward. I don't want to call it for the judges here, but...
Well, we have our flag girl at the red line synthetic oil finish line. And she's been doing a great job today of making sure she's keeping cool. Been drinking water as well. Judge is going to look at the runs, and right there you see there's a winner.
Go ahead.
And it is Brian Sturman gets the win and moves on to the top 16.
And the blue BMW coming through. I don't even think he has turn signals, though. Is that part of the rule book, you think?
Look at Brian. I love Brian Sturman's profile picture on there.
Oh, what's it look like?
He was smiling.
Yeah, a big cheese ball.
Little cheese
Dude,
ball.
he's such a family man. Him and his whole family are super cool. I love get to hang out with him.
Oh, man.
That's one of the guys where if I end up sitting at the end of the trailer and the car is sitting there, we're just going to point at the car and talk about it for 5 hours straight.
That's awesome.
So it's always a good time. I think we got Hayden and Gabriel in the burnout box now coming up, right? Hayden should be driving the S chassis, and Gabriel's going to be over there in the 86.
And it looks like Hayden is going to be leading out. Here he comes, coming in with the initiation, going to that first outer zone and able to get right to angle.
Ka-chow.
He was fighting that car during practice, and man, oh man, it doesn't look like he's fighting it anymore. Going to outer zone 2, smacking the cone, and then getting back into the zone. Now going to that outer touch go to, and here comes Lightning McQueen right behind him to try to get to the door of Hayden Allen Williams.
So that's going to be a difficult one because the lead car did lead him off track.
Yep.
Now, when you're the chase car, you are naturally going to be a little bit further behind. Your line doesn't match theirs perfectly. It's almost impossible. But he made a decision saying, I don't want to get led into the wall. So that's why he pulled the angle the way that he did. You can watch that on this replay here. Great initiation from both of them. Definitely throttle down. Little handbrake grab to go ahead and stay in the zone from the lead car here. But you can just see lead car was outside, almost coming to the wall. Probably one of the deeper runs I've seen. But what a great job from him to come catch up, man. Gabriel really chased him down.
Gabe did fantastic with just hunting down, figuring out where he was on the track, and just reeling him back in and going into that fatal funnel was fantastic. Especially like we were talking when I was telling you about or asking you about what do you look for on that decel zone, but I brought my mom to her first Formula Drift event. And she's like, "How do they see through the smoke?" And the best way I kind of explain it is they look at the car, but you as a driver, what's the best explanation to give someone that doesn't know about drifting?
Easiest answer, if you're in the pocket, you can see a car, and then there's a split second of full smoke when you're doing a transition. If you are not where you need to be, and I mean inches from where you're supposed to be, you're driving in pure smoke off pure memory, and you get tiny little glimpses like you're flashbanged. Like I don't know how else to explain it. Like there's times where I've drifted and you're just like, well, I really hope that they don't brake or anything in front of me because I don't know where they're at, but I can't let go right now. And then there's other times where you get to see it clearly and you're like, dang, I was in the pocket killing it. So we're gonna go ahead and switch places here. He's gonna go take this lead run with that Lightning McQueen livery going through. I hope he likes that statement because I think it looks really cool. Putting out a smoke screen, coming out of that first outer zone, looking for this touch and go. Coming around. Nice, easy transition going through. Not going too deep in the second outer zone. Looking a little inside, but nice, flowy, staying on power, coming through the second touch and go. Doing a great job on his transition and doing a phenomenal job going through the third outer zone in that lead position. The chase car, unfortunately, losing it a little bit in the sauce and just not following that line. But what a great job really turning it on there at the end. Getting excited to see somebody really master that corner, and I think he just did one of the best jobs we've seen today.
Yeah, and that fatal funnel was amazing. And then going to outer zone 2, you see Hayden Williams punt the pylon to Narnia. We have our track staff going over there to grab it, and beautiful, beautiful lead run. And we see it here in the side-by-side. And man, Gabe did a great job getting into each zone, I want to see if he did flirt with the outside line of
So you
outer
see
zone
this
2.
transition, how he a little bit sooner transition. That's why he ended up in that smoke, and he was following a little bit further deeper because he did go deeper. So it's one of those things where you're trusting that driver. You really can't see what's past the car. You can see the car a little bit.
Yeah.
And he saw a wall and got a little concerned. So it's unfortunately not a really easy decision for the judges here, but it does look like they've made a decision, and Gabriel gets the win. Absolutely phenomenal job in the 86. Nice red ka-chow moment for him. Super excited. Cannot wait to see him going forward in the 421 car.
I think, unfortunately, that's going to be his nickname because we can't just not see it. The Lightning
I don't
McQueen,
need to give nicknames to people. I'm just going to say
just
fun things the one time. If it sticks, it sticks.
It's just the ka-chow. Like, it's just,
Ka-chow!
yeah.
Do you think Disney's going to get on me for that one?
If they haven't gotten on us already from seating bracket, I don't think they'll.
Oh, you think they were watching seating bracket? You
Absolutely.
know what? Who's the new CEO of Disney right now?
Walt Disney.
Somebody send me a text. I don't think Walt Disney's the CEO currently of Disney. I don't think they defrosted him yet.
Speaking of Disney, we have Pedro Segnini and John Porto. The reason why I said speaking of Disney,
what do you say?
He works at Drift HQ. That's like the Disneyland for drifters. The LZ compound is amazing. I've actually been in there. You have been in there. The amount of joy that they have with driving cars, like any person that's a drifter and gets to see that, it's like Disney.
I mean, Adam's compound is adult Disney.
Yeah, exactly.
It's pretty great.
But we do have John Porto. He was struggling a little bit today during seating bracket. It was an alternator issue.
Yeah, so what I've heard is through the grapevine, he spent over $2,000 in alternators today, alone.
Oh, no.
In alternators.
Wait, we can't say that out loud. His wife is in the audience.
What do you mean? I said $2,000. She's aware of how expensive this sport is. Come on. There's
oh, man. John Porto.
He's going to tell the kids, this is $2,000 versus alternators. That's 1,000 times 2. He's going to teach them math.
Oh,
it's a good opportunity. You know, you gotta train them young.
Yep, definitely. And
we're running around, taking care of some stuff. The track staff's absolutely moving.
He is running like Tom Cruise.
Holy cow, dude! Man, can run. Hold on. Is he gonna run with that too? A bag of flour fell out.
Flour.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Dun 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 dun. Get the baby safe. Dun 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 dun.
Oh, he didn't jump over the barrier. Cool.
I mean, dude, he just ran all that time. Are you going to jump over the barrier, cool? Do you want the camera on you when you're jumping over the barrier?
Yeah.
Call somebody out on something. I'm going to make sure there's a camera watching you when you have to jump over a barrier. What a thing to say.
I am short, so I had to try to make it cool.
Speaking of being short, you reached for that Disney joke.
Yeah, I did.
That was like
but
it
did work.
Jar, bro.
It did work. It did work.
You got caught.
It's okay.
Hand in the cookie jar.
That cookie was delicious anyway.
This moment sponsored by USDC, the workhorse of the family. So we're going to go ahead and show you guys something while we got some time down. We're going to show you guys some judges' criteria real quick. So funny enough, Tiny actually judges and announces, I believe, the sim side of this. And is it the same as regular with 3 judges making decisions after 2 runs? So
announcing on the sim side, the judges are going to be doing the same thing as real life. We try to mimic it. 3 judges make a decision after 2 laps. Judges determine if the laps are inconclusive or if someone zeros. And if they deem both have an equal amount of mistakes, they'll do it one more time. And that's where the split decisions require a repeat battle to determine the winner. Contact. If the driver is not at fault, they get a 10-minute timeout. So it's a free timeout for them to get the car back into fight. We talked about this earlier about Ryan Turek in Orlando. He was deemed at fault, so he only had 5 minutes to get his car back in the fight, and unfortunately he was unable to do it. But man, that dude has been drifting for such a long time. We definitely had to commend him for what he's done for the sport and for a lot of people, inspiring people. Definitely want to give him a shout out. He's a future Hall of Famer for Formula Drift.
Oh, for sure. And to jump back on the judges and their criteria and everything, there's going to be 3 judges judging 3 separate things. One judge is going to be judging style, the other angle, the other one proximity line. So with those judges doing that, they're going to be looking at those things specifically for each lead and run. They're going to be judging both obviously at the same time, and then watching that same run go back. Now, they are also going to look at everything else. You know, how did the line get affected by X, Y, Z?
Yep.
How did this get affected by it? So it's not just the lead car can do whatever they want and the chase just has to deal with it. They do, but they're going to go ahead and get some leniency and some points and stuff like that if it's obviously not doable. But right now we're putting down some spray paint where we can. We're putting flour down where we can't. Reason we're putting flour down, just so you guys know, is because, what do you...
All right.
Oh, yeah, you knock it out. You're good.
Today's matchup is brought to you by the CHC, Center for Hearing and Communication, is a proud partner of U.S. Drift Circuit to raise awareness about the importance of hearing health. Go check them out at the merch tent and pick up some free ear protection. And if you're at home and you're watching the stream, definitely scan this QR code. I'm very big proponent of hearing, Dustin as well.
What?
What
was that?
Again.
I'm so sorry. I didn't hear any of that what you just said.
So, with hearing, I'm a very big proponent. I lost partial hearing on my left ear with deployment, and you've seen my son. I always have hearing protection on him whenever we're at these events.
Yeah, that was something I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
So you always take care of him, got him with his headphones and stuff like that. All the little ones out here.
Yeah.
What's really good too is if you guys forgot to bring in any hearing protection, they actually have some free hearing protection at the booth, right there at the USDC booth, next to the big trailer. So if you guys are needing some headphones a little bit louder than you guys were expecting, be intelligent, don't be a hero, go ahead and put some hearing protection in, because in reality, I can't hear anything. And I know what you guys are thinking, psh, I'm not that guy, I don't need to worry about it. But you know what? It's nice to hear.
When you go home and it's quiet and there's a really high-pitched ringing.
Dude, tonight this is fun. Join the club. You can hear a low, high-tone ping any time of the day, and it doesn't go away. Just like a dog licking at the middle of the night.
No, come on, not again. Oh my goodness.
What's wrong?
That's a brutal sound.
It is.
It's very brutal.
So I mean, with enough hearing loss, maybe you won't hear it.
I don't think that's
not
possible.
worth it. Not worth it. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Well, we got some cars coming up to the line. I believe that it should be. Who is
That's
this?
Pedro Segnini in the lead and John Porto in the chase. Pedro going into that first outer zone. John is very far behind. He needs to reel in that proximity. Pedro Segnini with that Z nitrous in that motor, and then does absolutely screaming in outer zone 2. But look at John Porto with the Drift HQ BMW getting nice angle in that fatal funnel, and there's fire on track. Yeah, buddy, doors.
Wow, what a great job from both drivers. Pedro now having that car for a few months with that new LS swap. Like you said, I believe it's a nitrous car as well. John going through all the headaches with the electrical issues, the $2,000 in alternators, all that kind of stuff. And when I tell you that was one of the best chases through that section we've seen so far, he sat right there. Pedro was just confidently in there, and John said, you're going to make it happen or we're going to wreck. So let's go ahead and do it. So on this replay, you can see he goes right in there, gives him no space, just sits there, and then just lets him get out just enough to transition, and then charges right in and starts off a fireball. He's going for Eric Noguera.
Yeah. Eric, you got competition on Fireball. But I don't know if the Eric Noguera's Fireball going in that
Right.
power alley to
I'm surprised
to is
when
insane.
it happened you didn't tell the people to clip it. Somebody clip that. If you guys didn't know, he's a professional streamer over here.
Oh, jeez.
He streams everything from video games to simulated racing and video games. I don't know what kind of games you play. I'm so sorry.
I play a little bit of everything, but usually the night before an event, I'll be on a settle course doing some prep work and getting stuff situated and talking about the drivers. So,
Nice.
yeah, I want to bring the gaming viewers back to drifting and get some more eyes on it. I want a big viewing of drifting. Drifting is an awesome motorsport. I love it. It's controlled chaos. And Dustin, Take us away, man.
Yeah, man, we got Pedro going in for a big chase here. John's going to go with the lead. A little bit of space, but it looks like Pedro's going to go ahead and find a way to go and reel him in slowly and slowly. But coming through the first outer zone, second outer zone, coming through. Coming through. Now let's see if he's able to stick with him. Pedro trying to do the same thing with John Portal. Almost going sideways through the thing, like 90 degrees sideways. Punting the cone out and absolutely chasing him through the smoke. Wasn't quite in the pocket the way that we saw, but super excited about that.
All right, John Portal putting out a clinic right now with getting his car repaired, but Pedro not giving him room to breathe. It's beautiful to see this kind of aggression. And then John Portal going to outer zone 2, but gets out of outer zone 2 midway through, but able to get into that outer touch and go to. Now this transition, this is where it gets exciting even more, because Pedro is like, I'm going to get all that change for the tolls back home. And man, oh man.
What?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Do you have chains in the center console?
Change?
Yeah, chain. Oh,
in
you
my
probably
drift
have,
car?
This guy has easy pass.
Dude, I don't pay tolls.
Oh, oh my goodness.
So going through, I'm super excited, obviously, the 370Z. And oh my God, Pedro gets the win in the LS 370Z, the pink and yellow liveried car. Getting Josh out of there. John Portal, what an amazing drive and a lot of effort from him in the pits. But Pedro was able to pull it out, apparently stealing change out of someone's center console.
Yeah.
Is what I think you were trying to say, that he was that close he could reach in and grab it.
Yep.
Okay.
I could say change the Spotify
I think I'm picking up
playlist.
what you're saying. Now, I do see some cameras and a microphone over there, so maybe we're going to get an after interview. Let's go ahead and see. All right, little technical difficulty here. Unfortunately, the microphone was not on for some reason, but I'm sure that the interview went. Hey, Tiny, real quick, ask me like you're the interviewer. How did I feel about that?
Hey, Pedro, how'd you feel about that?
Hi, I'm Pedro, and I just drove crazy out here in my 370Z. Super excited to be out here. Cannot wait to go ahead and go through and win the whole thing. That's what he said.
Yeah,
I heard him. I heard
believe
it from here.
Well, now.
And he said he's got the change. I've got the change, Tiny. We're going all the way on the freeway. Or, sorry, with the tollway. We can take tolls. We got the change. That's what I said.
Life is a highway. Sometimes.
Dude, no. Remember, we're going to get
yeah,
copyrighted
yeah,
off.
that's
We
right,
did get kicked off our last stream because of copyrighted music.
Dang.
So they did listen to us.
Shoot.
So
well,
we've learned we can sing the song for 3 seconds. So, life is a high. Oh, I can't. Yeah, I couldn't finish the word.
Here we go. We got our next battle. 2 heavy hitters of US Drift Circuit
That
and
have
a
been
former
doing this, man.
champion.
I was just about to say, dude, they've been doing this.
Yeah.
These 2 guys are pillars in the drift community and absolutely not slowing down. When you see you're going against them, this isn't a, oh, I got to beat Grandpa. This is a crap. These guys are going to beat the crap out of me. So
yeah.
you got John Temple, the Rocket Man, you say, because he's got enough nitrous to go to the moon.
Yep.
All right. And then we've got Ryan Kaufman, which was an absolute killer these last 2 seasons ago, I think it was. Getting through, and now he actually competes in Formula Drift.
Yeah.
So super excited to see him out here.
And you have John the Rocket Man Temple in that Combat Tan J-Tune Motorsports S chassis as he's going to first outer zone. And look at the mad scientist, Ryan Kaufman, getting right there, mirroring the angle. Oh, he's shadowing live. Oh, look at John Temple. Absolute smoke show in outer zone 2. An absolute maniacal driver right here, and then letting off the tires. Look at Ryan Kaufman though.
Kaufman said, I don't care that I made a mistake because I got lost in the smoke and I thought you transitioned differently. I'm going to be right on your door. And what a crazy correction. That just shows the driver IQ that Ryan Kaufman has to go ahead and go through on this entry to be right on him with the biggest smoke show we've seen from 2 drivers, both of them putting billows of smoke out there. He got a little space here simply because he just transitioned a little early. So Ryan Kaufman then said, okay, let me get back into this pocket and I'm going to sit here and not leave. With no hesitation, sat there through him. You can't see through the smoke, but we could. And oh my gosh, what a good run.
John Temple, he actually also moved up north. Actually, 5 minutes down the road from me.
Oh,
so
really?
It's cool how he has it set up. He has
When you say up north, I don't think North Florida.
oh yeah, it's
like,
up north from here. So we're in South
I mean,
Florida. He's in Central Florida. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I was gonna say I live in Central Florida,
Yeah, that's true.
a little south of Orlando.
So it doesn't ring off the tongue though. Up Central.
He's come up north. You just wanted the commentator voice on it.
So he's at a beautiful house in north of here, where he has.
What's his address?
I'm not saying that. I'm not.
What's your address? What's your social security number,
Oh
Tiny?
my goodness, you ain't getting nothing from my bank. It's got $0.
No, you got to lock down, is what you're gonna say. It's all your money's safe.
No, well,
And the drift cars.
But no, John Temple has been putting a lot of work into his car. He's been also helping out other drivers as well when they need to. But here we go. Ryan Kaufman, the mad scientist with Taxi Garage, going to that first outer zone. Look at John Temple.
Charge.
Beautiful charge in, like you said, going to that first outer zone. Ryan Kaufman hitting that outer touch and go one. And John Temple lighting off those tires, wheeling in that Taxi Garage delivery, RX-7. And man, oh man, going all the way through the track. The fatal funnel, he gives him enough room, but it looks like John is falling a little bit behind on that final zone. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you can see that initiation. They were on top of each other. He literally came through, filling out the full zone, and was just staying right there in the pocket, coming through. John just rocket man. He's coming through, and this is where we saw the mistake from Ryan, not making the same mistake, but almost not carrying the same proximity through this zone, but fixing it right here. But because he charged through, created that separation, just staying smooth with him. He kind of drove through the line and staying on line, and that's where the start of the separation went, and that's why you see him further away at the end through that last third zone. Outer zone. I can speak, I swear.
When John Temple sent me a quick input on during practice one, he broke a traction arm, which caused them to break an axle. After they fixed that, their motor was shutting off randomly, and we were able to find the root of the cause as the O2 sensor and warm-up went exactly to the plan. So their O2 sensor was giving them issues on their motor. It's insane how much just a little piece can just...
There's nothing little on these cars. Well, like, it is a tiny piece, but it's like everything's so important to grab the of it. Yeah. That's what you were trying to get to. Sorry.
It's insane.
So, obviously, really hard battle there. We've got Ryan Kaufman, a former champion. John Temple absolutely killing it. And the judges have decided it's going to be a one more time. Guys, make some noise. We're going to see that again. Absolutely great job. They're going to go ahead and change their tires out. They're going to go ahead and get ready, and they're going to go back out in the line. We're not going to see that as our next battle because we already have people in the burnout box. So we're going to go ahead and jump up to the next battle, which is going to be Mitchell and Rosebud. PJ coming through in the number 24 car. Mitchell Reeder coming in the 42.
And John, we saw him clapping.
He's pumped.
He's pumped. He loves battling Ryan. He loves battling the boys that he always runs with. Fuel Fest, he has such a good time testing out his cars, and he gets so much attraction not only from the smoke he puts out, but also him being a veteran. Combat engineer, the special place in my heart. While I was deployed, I was working with combat engineers the whole deployment, and he has on his dashboard PS for plenty. That's a measurement. So as for a C4 charge, PS for plenty.
Yeah. Just how much should we put? Enough.
Yeah. So
how much was there? Plenty. It's a weird unit of measurement, but that's a great point too. Like, it's not a small thing. There's no way to say, hey, you're only going to need to work 2 days a week to make this drift thing work. Yeah. It's an everyday thing. You're making extra money to do it. You're sacrificing time going on a date, and gotta find someone special in your life to be able to have this kind of a thing, because that car is a priority. Yeah. And finding the time for seat time every weekend is drifting. So
he's such a calm soul when he's just talking about the car, but when he just drives, it's so like an animal comes out.
He's locked
It's
in,
insane. And now we have Mitchell Reed Roar. I was talking about him earlier, how his spotter is a VDC Sim Pro driver.
And so what is that, by the way?
So that's the pro competition for the sim. But
let's see these cars real quick.
Yep.
Go
Here
ahead.
comes Mitchell Roar going into that first outer zone. Beautiful angle. PJ is a little bit far behind, but now he's trying to reel him in. But Mitchell with the liquid molly BMW going to that second outer zone. Oh, mercy! Filling it all the way out. Now going to that touch and go. Let's see if he'll light off those tires on that final outer zone on this transition. A little bit E-brake pull and bang! Right there. Possibly a little bit too deep on that final outer zone. We'll see on the replay here.
Yeah, so Mitchell doing a great job, definitely slowing down the car, but still being in drift on that, setting himself up for a good transition. We can see that he got a little bit of a jump on him, coming through into the outer zone. We see our buddy PJ taking a little bit of line out so he can go ahead and get into that pocket. And coming through the second outer zone, we see him going through, doing a great job.
And we got PJ. So when you're talking about that first outer zone, he had a lot of space. And you as a driver, what are you thinking? How am I gonna reel him in? Because you're sideways. How do you get more momentum, more speed to get close proximity?
So these cars are built to actually have forward momentum sideways.
Okay.
So you're actually messing with the suspension to go ahead and have a little bit different toe setup.
Mm-hmm.
So that car, when you are sideways in power, it is pushing your car forward because your wheels are turned. So it then pushes you forward. So it's actually pretty cool. So you actually get a little bit of power there, but you can't light off the tires. You can't just smash the throttle and think that you're going to get there. You can just light them off, have no grip. So throttle control coming through, and you cut a little bit of angle. Unfortunately, you want to match perfectly, but if you're going back and back and back, I'm using my hands to talk because that's what we do, trying to show him here. But we also don't want to see this, which is what he kind of had to do to go ahead and get that down. But let's see how he does in the lead.
And here he goes. PJ falling out of outer zone 1, trying to touch it, and Mitchell Roar giving him space. Now going to outer touch and go 1, beautiful, as he is getting to outer zone 2, and really deep on outer zone 2. Looks like possibly 2 tires off from my angle, and getting into his fatal funnel. Huge angle transitioning, left foot brakes to try to get out to outer zone 3, but Mitchell Roar was able to reel him in. A little safe on that chase.
I was just about to say that was a really good chase, but it definitely wasn't super aggressive. You see him going through, grabbing the brake there, just going and trying to find that line. Tiny little correction on the chase. Lead car having a little bit of correction as well, but sticking out there and just giving him space, but matching the angle perfectly coming through there. And not really sure what he was going to do here. Instead, you know what? I know he's going to slow down. He gave him the space he needed to. He slowed his car down too, but then initiated that transition right when he was my ice mirror transition there. That's what we really like to see. So good job on him. And obviously the lead car doing a little left foot braking gave Mitchell even better chance to go ahead and tighten up and get a little bit better proximity.
And
I do like the new color scheme for his car too.
Oh.
Like that's such a 80s rally or sports car.
I think that, honestly, Mitch won out of
And it looks like Mitchell Roar gets the win. Beautiful battle from him.
Knocking out PJ in that S chassis. Looked absolutely great out there. Really excited though for Mitchell. He's doing a little celebratory burnout there, and he's gonna go drag race that car down the backside.
And this great, beautiful weather. This series has been awesome, especially with our title sponsor, Red Line Synthetic Oil. I was talking earlier about his spotter, Mitchell's. The VDC guys, they are the pro drivers. They actually have a licensing series in order to get into VDC to be actual pro sim driver. And they're actually sponsored drivers too, as well too.
Really?
Yeah.
Did they get computer chips as a sponsor, like payment, or like in-game tokens or something?
No, sometimes they do get computer sponsors, but a lot of times it's actually paid sponsors.
Well, I have been in one of the BBC lobbies, and those boys throw down. So super excited to see these guys throw down over here. We've got is it Eric, right?
No, it's Rafael Villar. Oh my goodness, he dropped tires, and Duarte coming in the chase. Able to fall a little bit behind, a little sketched out from that tire drop. Now going into his final outer zone. Duarte, the architect, Vienna, getting right to the door at the end of the lap.
Raphael, sorry for thinking you were somebody else. Same sponsor and both a Corvette, so I do apologize for that. But we were over here talking about VDC, and I was learning. So sorry, I normally get extra time when I'm learning. Okay, I had a little IEP action. But Duarte absolutely putting it together. Obviously, #1 out of the seating this morning and holding it together. Car is a Mona Lisa. You were saying that he's the architect just because he likes to really just build, you know, and he builds. He built Drift HQ with a lot of help from the family and community here, and he gets to build some of the coolest cars. I think Drift HQ really just shows up with some of the best meticulously built cars, and their team out there for the last couple of years and recently have just been doing a great job.
Yeah, Duarte is very methodical in everything he does, and just by his composure and how he approaches the line, and even like you said, building his cars, he has a plan. He knows what the plan is, and he has the blueprint. And some people, they just want that blueprint, and sometimes he's like, you'll see it on a Drift HQ YouTube video.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, super excited to see them switch positions. Like we were saying, each one of them gets a lead run, each one gets a chase run. Obviously, Raphael just had his lead, so now we're going to see Duarte in the lead position. The lead car is going to go ahead and want to have a perfect run. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for them to get to all the touch and goes, fill all the zones. And when we say that, the zone 1, they're wanting rear tires or bumper inside of that, coming in at least getting the car inside the box for the touch and go. We're going to see Duarte initiate. Oh my goodness, an initiation in charge coming from the Corvette. Wow, really making it pop. Duarte deciding to go a little off track, unfortunately. Just gave it a little bit too much sauce in that first outer zone, and went ahead and went on an unplanned excursion.
I wonder what happened there. Maybe the debris from the dirt drop from the previous run. We'll see on this first outer zone. He was not hitting that zone, and then that line goes way off track.
So that's what happens when you're not filling the zone and taking that actual arc. What's happening is you're creating a line that's a little bit different, and it overlaps on that back end, so that's going to take you off track.
Gotcha.
So you can't just adjust it middle of that thing without making it look choppy and a big correction. So he was trying to be smooth, he wasn't on line where he thought he was, and it took him off track. So with that being said, Raphael in the Corvette gets the win. We'll be moving on. Unfortunately, Duarte, even with that seeding bracket win, is going to have to come back next round to show that he deserves to be on the podium.
Yeah, well, Duarte, we'll always love to see him run and battle it out. Rafael Villar going out here and
taking out the #1 seed.
That's crazy.
Good job, Raphael. Coming up, we got my boy Harry Spencer coming out in the blurple or purple. I don't know if it's a blurple or if it's a purple. I don't remember the exact color code. Oh, actually, so sorry.
No, we
Rewind.
have one more time.
Rewind.
Battle, right?
We got that one more time, which is our Kaufman versus John Temple. They're going to be coming here one night only. USDC Sebring historical fight. We're going to see them on an absolute slugfest. I don't know what happened. It just happened, guys. I'm sorry.
We were talking about bare knuckle fights. That's what happened.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
It's going to be a bare knuckle fight. Are you ready to see ka-chow, kablam, kaboom? Hopefully no kabooms.
Oh man, yeah, especially with John Temple's previous track record. I remember OSW, he lit his car on fire.
Oh no.
And
so with that being said, we are looking at beautiful turn 17, and we're going to go to a promo here.
here we go. We got the voted best sauce on the planet in 2023 at America Royals Series of Barbecue. Tillman's barbecue sauces have clean ingredients, but still continue to dominate on the competition. Barbecue circuit and in your backyard. Here's the QR code popping up. And man, oh man, visit tillmansbarbecue.com to order or find a retailer near you. Oh man.
What's your favorite barbecue dish, man?
My son loves ribs.
Okay.
So every time we have
pork ribs or beef ribs?
No, beef ribs.
Always
Beef ribs.
Always beef ribs.
You got
Real
train 'em
ribs.
young. Yeah, train them young.
Train 'em young.
What about you?
My favorite side, I'm ribs too, unfortunately, so there's nothing there. I like my baked beans with a little bit of that barbecue sauce in there. Brown sugar, cooked up right. And it might be my favorite side, but it's definitely not my partner's favorite side.
Oh, you looking at me?
No, because it's a little gassy around here when you have so many beans. I was just making a joke.
That's great. I like sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes is my favorite side with barbecue. But looking at the track staff, that is Sarah painting the track. And
so what I'm hearing is we might have some time to go ahead and go over a drift car breakdown with our boy Adam. Let's go ahead and watch that.
What's the difference between a drift car and a regular car, you might be asking? Well, I'll start under the bumpers. Under the bumpers, we removed the factory crash support and we replaced them with bash bars, a tubular structure in order to help with impacts. Next, we got a rear-wheel drive car and we put a locked differential in it, which means that both rear tires spin at the same time. And we have adjustable rear suspension so we can get our camber and our toe perfect for our tire wear and our grip. In the front of the car, the most notable part about a drift car is its angle kit. This consists of adjustable control arms and modified pickup points on the steering knuckle for maximum steering angle and steering control. In the interior of the car, we start by removing all the factory safety equipment, the airbags, the seat belts. We don't want anything flying in our face. We replace that basically with our roll cage. So this roll cage surrounds the driver and goes out to the doors to save you from any impacts. Then most notably inside of the interior of the drift car is the handbrake. The handbrake is only connected to the rear wheels so that you can lock the rear wheels up to initiate it or control a drift. Then we have the rest of our safety equipment. We have a bucket racing seat and a 6-point racing harness that holds you securely in the car. And then finally, we finish it off with a removable steering wheel for maximum control and slide. Well, we could get more complicated, but that's the basics. Have fun, shred tires.
Absolutely, have fun, shred tires, delete wiper blades. Let's just have fun out here. Super excited to see my boy Adam getting a little bit more in front of the camera. He's been a part of this for so long behind the camera. And he was like, hey, you're going to get put on camera. He's like, I guess so. But he's doing a great job, absolutely killing it. And like he was saying, drift cars are kind of their own. There's a lot of things that we have from other motorsports. There's a lot of things that we just do that we're the only ones. Throwing crazy angle kits, though, that we do, no one else is doing that. There's no reason for it. But obviously, we need that. So obviously, we're looking at the standings here. Duarte, unfortunately, knocked out already. Big surprise and an upset. How are you feeling about that?
I'm upset to see him get knocked out so early in the competition. And man, oh man. And I love seeing him drive. And hey, we're on camera. Hi, Mom.
You got act like you've been here before.
Oh wait,
Tiny. Act like you've been here before.
Wait, I have to hide my. This is my tiny jug.
Hydrate.
Yes.
Water's
drink
important.
water.
Drink water.
Yeah.
Is it coolant? It's not coolant. Coolant's bad for you.
I think he said, "Is it Kool-Aid?" Is
Kool-Aid?
that a Bert Kirshner joke?
Sorry, we got people talking to our ears. So if there's any time where we randomly just stop talking, it's because I got 7 people trying to talk to me, and that's 1 more than normal. So it's just a lot of people trying to communicate to me.
We appreciate.
I'm not schizophrenic, I swear.
We appreciate everybody here. Man, the production this year has been amazing. A lot of guys have been putting a lot of time and effort. We had like several production meetings throughout the year, and
Yeah.
it's been just trying to figure out what we could do better for the Pro-Am guys and make sure that
And
their stories get told.
You know what? Even with all that planning, we're still adding in little extra
Mm-hmm.
sprinkles of barbecue sauce in for everybody, and we're getting the sidetrack stuff. And I mean, like, all the little things to make this just extra special for you guys. What I would love for everybody to do as well is these live streams are super important to go ahead and share awareness on this. There's a whole stadium out here, obviously, of people, but make sure you guys tell your friends to watch the live stream so you guys can look at these judges come on talking against themselves.
Yeah, Paul Piner, man, he's been driving for such a long time. Absolute shredder.
He really
You got
is.
Harry Trabola. He's
Shirtless most of the time. I'm just joking. Harry's been putting a lot together. He actually helped with the big Bermuda thing that just went on. He just moved out to Colombia. And then we got our man, Dan Barquette.
Yeah.
Absolutely rad Dan, really putting it together. And honestly, every single person here he's helped. So love to see that. He does this for the love of the game, just like all the other judges and volunteers, including ourselves.
Yeah.
We really do this for you guys. So hope you guys are enjoying it. Make sure you guys let Chris Jackson know that you are so we can go ahead and keep having fun.
all right. We got John Temple and Ryan Kaufman.
The bare knuckle fight is back, and Ryan is lashing out and trying to chase down the Rocket Man, putting out smokes. That's not global warming. Don't worry. Coming out of zone 1 and touch and go, and Ryan is on top of John Temple, absolutely crushing it, trying to chase him down, not wanting to give him an inch, even through the fatal funnel, dragging his bumper across him, not giving him an inch, and wanting to say, apparently, I'm stealing your change. That was
I can't believe you just put a global warming into
well,
that.
we're
That was
creating
great.
clowns, I swear. We're creating clowns that adds to the rain. We're not burning petrol. We're not burning up tires. Don't worry, Greta Thunberg. You'll love this sport.
Man, this is a beautiful lap from John Temple. But look at Ryan Kaufman, the mad scientist. Absolutely getting amped up. Oh, I love Ryan Kaufman's energy. He's always fun to be around. Taxi Garage, one of the sponsors here for the U.S. Drift Circuit, and they've been absolutely shredding all over the world. Going to Dubai.
Everywhere. Yeah, F1.
Yes.
You know, no joke. They literally were on America's Got Talent, or was it the UK Guys Got? I don't even know. The World's Got Talent. They were on the show. They killed it.
Yeah.
They actually just had their first Formula Crazy Kart competition, which I got to be a part of the inaugural racial competition. I won my top 32, and then I immediately got smoked by a child in top 16. But it's okay. It was a ton of fun, and it brought a whole lot of people together that have a ton of fun doing that crazy kart stuff. Made me want to go ahead and modify mine. I've got 3 sitting at home, so if you guys want to go hang out sometime, I got 3 crazy karts. Let's go ahead and throw down.
I would probably never be on a crazy car. I would look like Bowser Jr. Riding on that.
We need to get okay. So this is Tiny's 2026 list. I'm gonna make it for you, by the way. You're welcome. So people pay for this advice. Don't worry. We're gonna put you in a crazy car. We're gonna put you in a drift car, and we're gonna watch this run. Go ahead and hit it.
Here he goes, Ryan Kaufman, a little bit late on the initiation, but man, John, the Rocket Man Temple, unfazed, gets right to angle, right off the rip, and Ryan Kaufman transitions to outer zone 2. The mad scientist running off the tires, going all the way around. Here comes the touch and go. John Temple just reaching out, touching the doors to the final outer zone, all the way through, gets more angle, a little bit forward in the pocket, but my goodness, doors.
Was that doors?
That was doors.
Oh, okay, doors. Was it doors?
Four letters. Five letters.
4 doors equals more.
No, we're not doing
doors.
that. Here we go. We got the replay here going on. We got Ryan Kaufman doing a great job. It looks like one tire off a little bit there.
Tiniest bit, but yeah, it was. The judges are going to be looking for that small stuff because this could easily be a top 8, top 4 battle right now, and we're going to see it top 32. We're spoiled. We're lucky. Ooh, whoa. Rewind. That was quick. All right, well, we're going to stare at a sunset. I don't know what's going on, but that was crazy. We've got everybody over there, the Fly Girl included, and we are waiting to hear from these judges. They are deliberating.
And here comes his run up here. Let's see.
So we're actually getting to see what the judges see right now, which is pretty cool. So we're seeing an initiation, and what we're trying to see is if he initiated too late. I'm assuming. I'm not up in the judges' stand. Sometimes we are. But what they're trying to see is, did Ryan Kaufman initiate when he was supposed to? Did it by chance choke up our boy John Temple and prevent him from doing the best possible? Now, he's doing a phenomenal job mirroring. Great job with angle. I mean, like, that's awesome. But let's go ahead and scooch it back. And let's go ahead and see that initiation point. So there should be a cone.
There's 3 cones, right?
Yep. So that's in between those cones, you need to be initiating, and he is initiating at the very edge of that, on that last cone. And I don't know if is there like a white marker or something. Let me see where the white marker is. It's hard to see.
I don't believe there's a white
There
marker.
is. It's on that last single cone. So there is a white marker. So that is where they need to initiate by. The judges are going to decide if that's initiation. He is at an angle. It might be very small. It might be a single-digit angle, but it's really up to the judges to see if that was preventing Sir Temple.
Look at him vibing.
Yeah, dude, he's probably got music on in there.
This party in the USA.
We can't sing that one either.
Darn it.
Universal owns that one.
Yeah, production heard me sing it earlier.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you going to sing the national anthem?
Absolutely not.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. I actually, to warm up, I dictate songs.
You dictate song? You're a dictator?
No,
Oh,
dictate or
man, I wouldn't
enunciate.
say that in this climate.
Enunciate. Dictate and enunciate.
A dictation?
Dictate.
It's not a joke. That's why you're supposed to pronounce it. So the judges are wanting to see another angle, and this is why DJ Callan says, and everybody in the crowd help me out with this one, another one. You know what's great is I saw 3 dudes all do the same thing. Another one. That guy right there that's laughing was one of them. So he knows I can see him.
Oh, man, John
Yeah, put a
gets
thumbs up.
right
You're
to
good. I
angle,
got you.
though. Right off the rip. Let's see. Oh, there's one tire off there from John. Looking at the
You
replays
can't even
here,
see Ryan's car in there.
he's
He's
just
just there.
billowing smoke. It's insane.
Look at that transition. Loved it. And so that was a really late transition from John Temple, and Ryan was unfazed.
Oh. Ryan.
Woof! Out of the smoke. Guys, that's a trailer. Clip that. Get your clippers out here. How much do you pay them? If you guys didn't know, Tiny is a professional streamer. I'm going to mention it at least 17 more times.
Seating bracket, what were you saying? That I'm on the internet too much?
No, chronically online is what I think I said.
Okay.
I used my vocabulary. I can dictate the vocabulary that I read off of the transcripts later if you'd like. We could pull out a thesaurus as well and to stretch this out further if you would like.
Oh my goodness.
Did you know that race car spelled backwards is also race car?
Yes.
Oh.
Yep.
So, the judges have deliberated. After a long pause, Ryan Kaufman with the win, getting to move forward after our first one more time battle of the top 32. Claps from both drivers. Absolutely amazing battle. And honestly, like I said, that is a battle we could have been seeing in the top 4 or final battle, but they got matched up together in the top 32. And what a great job Ryan did there. Congratulations. It's unfortunate that the Rocket Man is going to have to pack it up and put his shuttle away, but he's going to go ahead and migrate back up north like a bird. Up north.
Up north. And we're seeing Ryan Kaufman have an entry there. But we're going to have our next battle going up here. It looks like... Who is these guys here? Harry Spencer and Alexei. Alexei was doing great during seeding. He did struggle a little bit on the chase from what I was noticing, but we got Harry Beast Coast Spencer. When I say Beast Coast, because that's his team. Here we go.
All right, well, coming out, we got Harry in the lead. Oh, that's Harry's car, right?
Yep.
Coming through. And yeah, this 370Z has a lot of grip we've been seeing, and he's been having a hard time putting it down correctly. But what a great job saving that almost loop. And Harry also having a hard time with the grip. very inside line from the 370Z, having to shut down, unfortunately. The Beast Coast car was looking black. I'm so sorry. I know it to be purple, and the lighting just really messed with me here. But Spencer really trying to hold it down. Unfortunately, looks like we just had a momentary hiccup there coming into Outer Zone 2. Let's go ahead and see what we were looking at here. So, good, doing great, and then just car comes out of drift. He just came off throttle a little too quick, and the car's gripped up, so it straightened out on him. That, I don't think, would be the reason why the chase car had an issue. I believe that may be a 00.
So, for the people that are viewing, if there's a 00 and they have another lap, what's the possibility?
So what the judges are going to do is they're going to look at what run was completed and how much of it was. Even though they zeroed later on in the field, they're going to look at what they did in the beginning to compare those two things, to compare and contrast. And then we're going to be looking at the run after. So right now, Spencer's got to put a heck of a chase together. Our boy needs to put a solid, chaseable lead down as well, which I believe he can do. I want to see him do it, so let's go ahead and watch him do it. Oh, and my bracket thing decided to shut down.
Here it comes. Oh no, a shutdown, but Harry is going to go. Now he is able to let off the tires.
All right, Alexi going ahead and missing the second outer zone. Spencer trying to chase him down, going through the second touch and go. Looking for this third outer zone, going off track with 3, which will be a 0 for the lead car as well. Now again, I am not a judge, I am simply an announcer, I am simply commentating on what I see. From the angle in which I saw that, that looked like 3 off. So I'm letting you know that if it was 3 tires off, that would be a 0. This is not a fun one, this is not what the judges want to be judging. We want to see good, clean runs on both cars, not having the issues. And unfortunately, I think there's just something going on with the cars that are preventing it. Harry might have had just a little mental slip over here, or it could be something mechanical. I'm not really sure, because he did have a hard time coming out of the pocket there on the run-up. So, not really sure. I'd love to hear from the camps. You guys have my Instagram. You can always shoot me a message and let me know what's going on so we can inform the crowd. But with that being said, the judges are going to go ahead and deliberate between Harry Spencer and the number 3 car and Alexi something Sky. Katrinsky. And it looks like we're going to throw the results on the board. And look at that. Harry Spencer moving on, advancing unanimously from all judges in the purple S chassis with a nice 3-2-1 wing on it, too. Super sick. Thank you so much, though, to Alexi coming out here. I just heard that he also does another form of motorsports, possibly rally car driving.
Wow.
So I'm not sure if that's true or not. I'm just hearing through the grapevine, so don't go fact-checking me.
It's a good song.
What song?
Grapevine.
I don't know it. You want to sing it?
Nope.
Nope.
Copyright.
Copyright. I knew that was going to come. That's such a cop-out.
And now we finished our left side of the bracket. And here we got an absolute slayer of a battle. Sasha Ironsides Prospero versus Willie Poopy Espinoza.
So Willie absolutely rebuilt this car from the ground up, apparently. Same chassis, but all new powertrain. A lot of little different suspension tweaks and everything. And Sasha, a maniac. If you were to say on their best day who is the best driver out here right now, Sasha's in the talk. He's never not in the conversation. I've been lucky enough to drive against him in competition and drive with him in fun events. And if you're not getting bumped by him, something happened.
Yeah.
All right. He's back in the end field, spun out, or like something happened. But he is someone that's going to push you through the finish line.
Oh, yeah.
If he has the possibility.
I remember the first time me watching him live and announcing him. He had just a plain white livery, and by the end of the season, there's tire marks on his door because how aggressive he is in the lead and chase. And Willie, he was having some struggles during the seating bracket. It was due to a belt flying off. It happened twice during the seating bracket.
Yeah.
Then he went to the fun run side, and a belt flew off again. He said he got it dialed in, but we're going to see Sasha, it looks like...
Doing a buy run?
He's doing a buy run. Willie is...
Did Willie not get up to the line?
I don't believe he did. Willie dropped out.
Possibly dropped out, yeah. Oscar Prospero going ahead and not slouching around. He could have easily just crossed the line, but he said, no, we're going to go ahead and get this free practice in. And he's going to have little notes from his spotter, but I know the first note's going to be great job.
Willie.
So with that being said, Sasha Prospero gets the win out of top 32 and is going to be moving forward.
The thing is, I hate seeing drivers like unfortunately having to drop out. Willie is struggling a little bit with the car. He's an absolute amazing dude to talk to and BS around. Owner of King's Performance. Loves to support the drivers out here. But you got Sasha Prospero. He's moving on. Like you said, he's a heavy hitter.
Yeah. When I say there are some drivers that I think could move to the next level, he's really close to the top of the list.
Yeah, there's a lot of drivers in this circuit that this is.
When I wasn't joking, it was part of our practice run, so we actually thought we were live on the live stream, but we weren't. But I was saying that USDC in Florida, I believe, is one of the most aggressive pro-ams there is. If you're getting through Florida, you earned it.
Yeah, and I always am super proud of the drivers. Christian Catrone, he gave me one of his jerseys. It's a tradition of mine to get a signature of the champion of every year of one of their merch.
That's cool.
And I have them hanging on my wall. I have Louis Lance, I have Ryan Kaufman, Christian Catrone, and eventually I want to do a mural in my house. And
that's
just
sick as heck. I don't have that. I need to go contact the last 6 seasons of winners and get that.
Here we go. We got Darren Bocha versus Tulin Steele. And man, oh man, Darren, the young buck, the kid, out here hitting that first outer zone, hitting that outer touch and go 1, transitioning into outer zone 2, lighting off the tires. But look at Steele, ice cold, getting to the close proximity, had to correct a little bit, and then lights off the tires on the final outer zone, but falls behind with the kid in front.
What an amazing job, Darren. I know you're going to be watching this back. What a run. The car looks good. You're looking composed out there. And I know for a fact that Tulin Steele is going, holy cow, that kid can drive. What a great run. Cannot wait to see this flip right now. Big fan of that livery as well. It looks like my boy's design from Livery Delivery. Super sick. Yeah. Steele came all the way from California, all the way out here just to have a punk kid beat him up out there. Just joking. Who is that kid? Locals only. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. All the surfer montages happened, like Point Break in the background. This is what's playing in my head. Sorry.
Oh man, but
what a good movie.
It is a fantastic movie. I gotta rewatch that when I get home.
Dude, Point Break and Heat. If you haven't watched those in a while, you gotta watch both of them right now.
But,
so with that being said, they're coming back around. They're going to switch places, and I am stoked. Steele, unfortunately, is representing the Stig. I don't get to see what he looks like, but here we go. Coming on out, he's going to go with a big entry, and whoa, my gosh, Darren! Looks like he's going to slam into him, but just pulling it back just in time, showing that he has control of that car. Bumper's already flailing off Steele. Steele's saying, I'm going to take out some of these cones. I'm going to take out this one. And oh my gosh, he is chasing him down. Let's go, Darren. Love to see it. Going a little outside on the zone, skidding a little bit later as well from Steele. I don't know if the pressure was got to him, but I have not seen him outside the zones at all in practice like that. He's been holding it together, but Darren absolutely putting on the pressure. Phenomenal run. Love that entry, and we were hitting cones not just because the bumper was out, we were hitting them on the quarter panels as well, so it wasn't just the bumper hitting those cones, unfortunately, meaning we had tires off, I think.
That bumper was holding out for dear
honestly,
life.
I enjoyed the heck out of that run.
Yeah.
I had a smile the whole time. I love seeing a good battle. Oh, look at that. This is style? Style in Florida? Oh my gosh. It's a Z with KVD. I don't know if that's considered style, but it is. That's what I have. Holy cow, Darren, you're moving on. You got the win in that beautiful blue 350Z. Worked his butt off, had a lot of help from the local community getting that LS swap done, and a way to show that you can drive, buddy. Can't wait to come out there and compete against with you soon.
As the young kids would say, the two drippiest cars out here.
Yeah, those are good-looking cars.
Yeah.
That was a good battle. I was happy. I think there's a really good-looking pink and blue car, too, that I'm pretty happy with. I do love my pink and blue. Red line, man, thank you guys so much for being able to keep me in the shade. I would turn red if you did not have this here. I'm already red. If you guys put the camera back on me, you're going to see I'm a lobster. Red line, thank you for making sure I didn't get skin cancer.
Next driver we have is Zach Ho Chin versus Jack Little.
Okay, so Zach and Jack, both dogs.
Uh-huh.
Both absolute rippers, man. So we just saw Jake Little absolutely throw it down in seating, right? So he ended up with, what was it? Why is my
He
phone
was
not working?
third, I believe.
I think so, too. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, Mr. Little, not so little, in third place on the podium. And Zach is coming with his second year in Pro-Am. He went ahead and bought a car, turned it into a drift car, competed last year with no real prior experience, and has been documenting the way the entire time and doing a phenomenal job at doing so as well. One thing that I would also recommend, by the way, if you're not already following USDC on social media, Instagrams, that's a really good way to get the driver Instagrams as well. It costs you nothing to follow these guys, and they are putting on a show.
Yep. And if we hit 5,000 on YouTube, they're gonna put me in a drift car. That's my first time ever being in a drift car. I've been a fan for drifting since 2009.
I still don't believe it. I still don't believe that you've never been in a drift car. You've never driven a drift car.
Nope.
And you're out here commentating, though, and killing it.
Man, I appreciate that. It's just the love of the passion and the always asking the questions. So when we had the judges next to I would pick Rad Dan's brain and Piner. But here we go. We got these two stallions out here. Zach, Iron Fist Chins with that Mustang, falls out of outer zone 1, and he's trying to get to it, and now going to outer touch and go 1. Able to touch that, transitioning to outer zone 2. Zach Chin goes right there, all the way through to the outer touch and go 2. Beautiful fill, and now going into the final outer zone, but look at Little right there, following the lead, even though the lead it went off a little bit.
Zach, what are we doing? You just had such a good run, and then just to have it go out in zone 3. What a great run here. Look at this replay. Both of them really doing a good job matching angle. I do see Jake Little kind of taking the inside line a little bit, which isn't really what we're wanting. You can see the slowdown there, but obviously going in the fatal funnel, he's doing what he can to make sure he can get through this run. And unfortunately, Zach just sent it a little too hard there, bud, and took a little bit out of it and went off a little bit expedition-wise in the third outer zone. But ultimately a great run, and I'm very excited to see them transition because now Zach has to prove it. Zach's going to have to chase that boy down.
He's going to have to dog
Jake
him
Little
down.
needs to put down a solid lead run, and I think he has the advantage right now.
Yeah, and Zach, like you said, it's his second year competing. He's
doesn't look like it. Man, killing it.
He's absolutely, and I call him Iron Fist because on round 3 last year, he fractured his wrist in 3 spots and
kept
competed.
Driving. Yeah.
So Zach Chin, absolutely killer. Here's Jack Little. Jake Little going into that first outer zone. Beautiful fill out right there. But look at Zach Chin pushing in the door of Jake Little. Now transitioning bumper to bumper. Oh no, a spin out from Zach. Yes, we see Jake going to outer touch and go 2. And now he needs to complete this lap to make it a full lead lap. And he does.
So unfortunately, he just was enjoying that pocket a little too long. Great initiation. He held his initiation to go ahead and get that nice charge. Cut out the tiny bit of angle. You can see that tire correction there to go ahead and get that proximity. And what happened is he got in there. Target fixated on it a little too long. Didn't give him the space he needed to let him go ahead and transition. He came back around to give him space, but had to snap over. And unfortunately, it just looped the car. A little bit more space there a little bit earlier on, and he would have been able to start that transition and get right into the pocket and continue to go. And that's what he was trying for. Obviously not what he wanted to have happen here. But what a run. And for a year in, man is killing the game. So with the results, the Corvette, Jack Little, moving on, going to be taking out Mr. Zach Chin. So we got Jake Little killing the game here. Cannot wait to see that Corvette putting it together and moving on to the top 16.
Yeah, now the next battle coming up here is Nathaniel
They might
Jordan.
get an interview here. I'm not sure.
We're looking at the driver over there, but our next battle here coming up here is Nathaniel Jordan versus Louis Lance. And Looks like he drove off there, I believe.
Yep, Lewis lands in the number 8 BMW, switching up from the Corvette that he won the series in.
Yeah, and Nathaniel Jordan, a driver I enjoy watching in the Pro-Am series. He's a really good driver. I had a running joke with him because we're both Latinos, and Dominicans like to call it con con, and we Puerto Ricans like to call it pegao. So I said, if you win a podium, I'll admit on social media that it's con con. But we're getting the lines readjusted, painted out there. We have certain areas where it's paint and certain areas where it's flour. So, Dustin, explain the reasoning behind that.
Yeah, so this is a active racetrack. This is Sebring International Raceway, a historic raceway that used to be actually a runway and storage for bombers in World War II, World War I believe. So we cannot paint in certain areas. So where we can paint, we will. It stays longer. It's easier to see for the drivers. Where we are not allowed to paint is this turn 17, because any marks on that section, when you're going 100+ miles an hour, they think they're markers or something like that. We don't want to confuse the other race car series, so we have to use flour. Flour is combustible, if you didn't know. Eric Noguera, Fireball Noguera, got his nickname from it, and we got to see Duarte lighten it up earlier as well as a couple other drivers. So super excited. Now, I did just get some information from Pedro. Pedro did do that interview that we weren't able to hear. He was just letting them know that he got one practice lap because he had fuse issues all day. He got towed off track 4 separate times, but is excited to have won and is moving forward.
And here we go. We have our sponsors for the series that have been amazing to us for multiple years. Here we go. We have our title sponsors: Rent the Line Synthetic Oil, Auto Sports Engineering, Drift HQ, Kenda Tires, BC Racing, Kansei Wheels, Taxi Garage, Link ECU, KBD, WOW, Veterans Trust, Jackson Performance, St. Lucie's Mobile Tire, and we have many more. And a lot of these sponsors here have been helping out with a lot of cool things. We have FLYDAY Drones, flying the drones. We have the Center for Hearing and Communication. We talked about them earlier. And yet again, Redline Synthetic Oil. They've been doing great things with us.
Yeah, we got Frame Studio out here doing a lot of the filming as well. We got that awesome barbecue company out here with the sauciest team out here. And I guess that logo in the middle is mine. Racing Point. And, of course, Redline. So super excited for all of them. Obviously, we all use a lot of these products every single day. I personally am running KBD body kits on all my cars that are in drifting. I get to use all kinds of stuff, different tires and everything. And I've had St. Lucie Mobile Tire actually multiple times do my tires for me. So Link ECU is going to be the ECU and wiring harness in my new Pro car that I'm building. I mean, literally, it's a tight-knit group out here, and I'm so thankful that they're willing to help support these local events and the feeder groups for Formula Drift into Pro-Am. So with that being said, we got Lewis Lands and our boy Nathaniel Scott Jordan. Who do you think, because he's the people's champion, Nathaniel.
Yeah.
He absolutely held it down last year at Leadfoot and really put a name out for himself, getting all the way up to like grade 8 or something in a little bit underpowered car. He's had an off season, I believe, new power. I don't know if it's more, I don't know if it's different.
He's been working on it.
I've heard something happen, and if somebody could tell me what really happened with the Mustang there, would love to hear it. But
love it.
This is a David and Goliath story if I've ever seen one. So we got Lewis Lands holding a license, former champion of USDC's Pro-Am, okay? And been driving out to Sebring a long time, and then we got our boy, Nathaniel, man. And he said, hey, what's up? All I need is this sling and a rock, and I could knock down this giant. I'm excited to see it. Take it away, buddy.
Here comes Nathaniel Jordan and that Ford Mustang going into that first outer zone, and man, he gets right there. Oh, flirting with that outer line, and here comes Luis El Gato Lanz as he is getting to that outer touch-and-go too. It's going to be a very paramount point for Luis Lanz because this is where the choke point is, but he is unfazed, gets nice angle, looks like he goes offline a little bit, and now rides that outer line all the way through. What is
What
going
a
on?
lead run, buddy!
My goodness.
There you go, Mr. Jordan. Putting it
Yeah.
together, holding it down for the Mustang boys out there. And Lewis lands making some simple mistakes. And that's the difference between a win and a loss right there. When you have two good drivers out there, nothing choked him up, nothing changed. He just didn't set himself up properly for that transition coming into that touch and go. And I mean, just a little reactive. You can see where he was just a little bit behind him, giving that space. That's what the judges are going to be able to see. That's the taste that's left in their mouth. And now Lewis knows he needs to put a banger run together.
Yeah.
And we know for a fact, Nathaniel's going to go ahead and make sure it happens too. So coming up to the line, we got our boy in the white Mustang.
Yep.
Is that considered a new edge Mustang?
No. I believe the new edge is more of the.
Is the boxier one?
The boxier one, like when.
It wasn't
Blondin-
boxy, but like.
Yeah.
That lime green came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is this one called?
It's a SN95, I believe. So.
Somebody can tell us in the comments.
Yeah, we'll put a poll in the.
Dang! There's a live stream I could be on and see
Yeah.
you guys' questions and statements.
We like to pick the brains of the viewers, so we make sure that we get that situated. And Lewis Lantz in that BMW, this Formula Drift Prospect car, as we see him getting to the line, and we see someone jumping over the barrier. Now going to that first outer zone, and Lewis just floats to outer zone 1. Great job right there, going all the way to the outer touch and go one. Man, oh man, that BMW edge is rocking. And look at Nathaniel Jordan getting right there in the door of Lewis Lantz, all the way into this fatal funnel. Gives him room, just enough room for Lewis to transition. Falls behind, now he has to reel him back in. And my goodness.
I'm ear to ear grinning over here. I love to see
Yep.
it. So big entry, obviously, from Lewis, and he did not wait. Nathaniel just said, I want to be in that pocket. Let me get in there. So reeled him in that first one. Great transition through the smoke. That's going to be on the highlight reel. Coming through the second outer zone and just sitting matching. And he goes a little bit on the inside of him, but he's not cutting line for it. He's sitting right there in the pocket, holds out the front of his car so he can transition and dives right back in. That's what we're looking for, man.
That was money.
Can I vote? Judges, can I make a suggestion? They're saying no.
Can you phone a friend?
Yeah. Well.
They're looking at the
So we
runs
look at the
here.
proximity. Now, we do see he was a little bit deeper, possibly a tire off. But proximity at the end there, Lewis did get closer. But through the beginning of it, I would say Nathaniel was closer. Both of them great transitions here. One just a little bit behind the pocket, one a little bit in front of the pocket, but then settled in is Nathaniel. Nathaniel was just in there, locked in, ready to go. Even around through the touch and go, followed him directly through to almost touching his door, and that's why there was that big swing. That's what happens when you get a little greedy and you stay in a little too long. And honestly, he made it look great and still had better proximity than Lewis did.
Yeah, and it's a lead. This, side by side, you got to also look at lead versus lead, and who had the better lead. And I believe that's also what they're going to be talking. Who had a better lead as well, not only the chase. And you see them chatting it up. Man, look at.
Come on. I want to be able to announce this one. Hold on.
Yeah.
When I hear it, I'm gonna shout from the rooftops.
I wonder if he's gonna wear his sunglasses at night.
I wear my sun. That's as far as we can go.
Yep, that's it.
Yep. Dude, look at that! Look at the sunset. Redline Auto, man.
Yeah.
Holy cow! I think we're gonna be able to see here soon. I think the judges have deliberated. Do we have an answer? Is it gonna be the BMW, the Blue Zax, or is it gonna be man? Come on in the Mustang. Let's see. Unanimous decision. Lewis lands, gets the win in the blue BMW, taking out Nate Dogg, but not without a valiant fight. Both those drivers know that they put it together out there and cannot wait to see more of both of them driving this season. Oh, we got an in-car reaction.
Oh, look at it. Lewis always.
Lewis the gentleman.
Yes.
Look at that gentleman golf clap.
Well, he does golf.
He does?
Yeah, he
Well,
does golf.
That was a golf clap
It
of a
was
win.
definitely,
So
you know,
if there was an in-car camera for my wins, yeah, It's a mosh pit. If I wasn't harnessed in, I would destroy the interior of my car.
Oh,
I think I
man.
bent a steering wheel once.
I tried golfing once.
Eric Noguera showing off his truck, and I'm not saying that because of his vehicle. It's literally his photo here is a truck.
Eric the Fireball Noguera versus Colette Davis, and Eric literally came off of Eric Noguera just flew in from Brazil, got in his car, ran some practice laps, but here we go. The Fireball going into that first outer zone, lighting off the tires, but here comes Colette Davis. Colette Davis is right there, matching the angle, going all the way through that outer touch-and-go one. Beautiful, bang! Going right back into the pocket is Colette Davis, and now trying to reel on the Fireball as they're going into this fatal funnel. She's giving them some room for transition, but it looks like she has to slow down way too much to transition back and get into that tandem.
Yeah, no, so that fatal funnel is really checking up a lot of people, especially with that big slowdown that we just saw right there. We can see Eric decides to drop off one tire just for a little grand effect here, hitting some cones and a little bit of dirt, and it does not make Colette flinch one bit. She's coming through into the second outer zone. Eric taking a little bit line, but really choking up, slowing down, but more because of the line that Colette took. If she was a little bit further back, she would have been able to be in line a little bit more with that. But amazing job not stalling out the car, changing gears, and staying in drift. Under pressure, she's a gangster. She really is. So great job from both the drivers there. Obviously, we'd love to see a little bit tighter run there, but let's go ahead and see if they can master it on this next one.
And Colette Davis, the absolute slayer. We were talking about it in seating bracket that she's awesome to talk to, very calm, but on the track, she's a very aggressive driver, and we're going to see this initiation a little bit out of outer zone one, but Eric the Fireball Noguera is trying to find that consistency so he could get back into the pocket, and here comes outer zone two. He showers up the line so he could get right there, left foot brakes, so he could give some momentum and room, and now transitioning in this fatal funnel, Eric Noguera falls behind and then goes back into the pocket of Colette Davis.
Yeah, both of them using that horsepower that they have on tap.
Bro.
You can hear it. Eric Noguera, he was actually creating fireballs before there was ever any, flour on the field. He has a big backfire. And then the anti-lag that the wizards over at Spectune have figured out for that car with Colette are just amazing. So, phenomenal job by both drivers here. Colette going out to fill the zone, and Eric just sticking with her. Going through there, not as big of a choke up as it was. Almost knocked something over here, but I caught it.
Good catch.
Ninja-like reflexes. Not to brag.
Side-by-side replay. Oh, 2 tires off, then just kicking up dirt.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be looking lead for lead. I'm pretty sure the judges are doing the side-by-side, then transitioning to outer zone 2. And Colette does a great job of being consistent all the way throughout there. There's a lot of wavering, and it looks like they've come to a decision here.
That would be news to me. So from what I'm hearing from the judges, there's no winner that's been decided. Judges still have not made a call. Not quite sure if maybe one of the cars is having an issue and needs to go to the pits. In that case, we will let you guys know as soon as we do. Right now we can look at the ponytail of one of our judges over there, and you can look at not a sponsor on the bridge that we are working with.
We're being the side-by-side here.
Muy bien.
Our side-by-side presented by Redline Synthetic Oil as Eric knocks out 2 cones and then tire drops. Colette does a good job, just
she
not
stays
phased.
in there. She's not phased. She's doing what she is supposed to do as a chase car driver. I'm going to follow the line the lead car puts down. There's a saying, in lead car we trust. All right, and it's true. We're just going to blindly trust that guy in front of us or girl in front of us and chase him down.
And you see a lot of wavering in the chase from Eric Noguera, using some left foot brake so he could get that angle and just float right there.
Once he gets in there, he kind of sits in there and then puts the charge on, and you can see kind of do the little bobble. It's funny because it's like where Colette was closer, Eric was further, and then when Eric gets closer, she's a little bit further. But this is what I was talking about, where she goes for too shallow of a line, and that's what chokes her up, because she's just taking up the real estate that she needed to be able to go through. And I don't think that she straightened. I think that she just pretty close to stalled the car while in drift. But she was on that razor's edge for sure.
She was punting that clutch pedal.
Yeah, changing gears and slamming gears and words.
Just if she had a foot camera on that, it would be pretty entertaining to watch how many times she kicked that clutch pedal. But here we have the bridge here at Sebring with a beautiful sunset going on in the background and the palm trees. You got people up there.
Florida, and it's us.
Oh wait, it is us. Hi.
Yeah, no, judges looking at themselves. They love that. They love it when they're staring. Oh, look at that.
There he is.
So did we make a decision? All right, and judges have made a decision, and unanimously, it is the Ram truck. Eric Noguera, the Fireball man, moving on, knocking out Colette Davis. Very excited to see him moving forward. He always puts together a great show. That was put on by our barbecue sauce, and it was a saucy run.
Very saucy.
Saucy.
You know what's good with barbecue sauce?
Ribs.
Okay. I was gonna say some tire marble sprinkled by Kenda Tires, but here we go.
Oh.
Luis Romero and Blake Barnett. Looks like a slow initiation going from
we
that
got
Mustang.
lights. We got lights. That was a
restart
false
light.
start. So, oh, buddy, he's gonna be thankful it was a restart.
Oh my goodness.
So not really sure what happens there because there were restart lights.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what the rules are. I'm pretty sure they're just supposed to go back.
Yeah.
I don't think they're supposed to finish the run. Obviously, he had no idea.
Here's that Mustang, that new Edge.
Yeah, that's the new Edge, right?
That's the new Edge.
And then that is a 350Z.
Yep. Luis
You
Romero.
can see the lights in the background here, the big X's.
Mhm.
Oh, no, you can't because we cut the video a little short. But we'll see.
Luis Romero is in that Ford Mustang. Blake Barnett in that Z.
Honestly, a blessing in disguise for Lewis here. Yep. So that run is obviously not going to count because the lights did go off. The question that I have is more of the tires and stuff like that. I don't think he's going to go through all his tires and stuff like that, so it shouldn't be an issue. But I don't think he'd be able to change them because the restart lights are pretty obvious. So Lewis is going to line up back into the lead position. Blake is going to get back into the chase. And in reality, I think Lewis got a saving grace right there.
Yeah.
Just gets another chance at doing it. So our boy over there is going to go ahead and check with both drivers. We got thumbs up. We got thumbs up from the judges. And here we go. Lewis in the lead with that new age Mustang, number 56. Let's go ahead and see if he can put together a nice lead. We've obviously got Blake going ahead and staying real close on the initiation. Both initiating here, coming around in the first outer zone. And that Mustang is going a little inside, and the Z is chasing him down. A little inside again from the Mustang. Unfortunately, Lewis trying to find this touch and go, getting the touch and go. Going out for this outer zone 3 and barely getting the tire in. It looks like at the end, judges are going to definitely hit him pretty hard as that is difficult to chase. Now, the Z, I'm not sure if at a certain point he said, I want to give him some space, or if he just wasn't able to catch up, but definitely not a very aggressive chase.
It wasn't an aggressive chase. I feel like with him going to outer zone 2 pretty late, the chase driver was not trying to be as committed, especially seeing that line. And then on outer zone 3, like Lewis was barely flirting with that outer zone towards the end of it. So we're gonna see them switch sides, run it back.
Let's go see that one more time.
Yeah. What was that? What was that thing that we did? The DJ Khaled thing.
Well, I think we're gonna hold on that for one more
okay,
time.
that's
So, yeah,
one more
I know.
time,
I
okay.
led that one out there, and that's not what we're doing here. So.
Oh man, it was that alley-oop.
I know, and you know what sucks is like we did it on the wrong side of the basketball court, and I stopped the negative point play. You know.
Yeah.
Speaking of basketball, I was joking. Talking about New York.
Oh my goodness, here we go. You got Luis Romero in the chase and Blake in the lead, and with that Z getting into that first outer zone. Oh, Luis struggling to keep that Mustang in drift. Huge correction from him, but here comes Blake with that Z, getting nice floating angle, going to outer zone 2, all the way to that outer touch and go 2, using some left foot brake as he is transitioning into the final outer zone. Huge angle, he's trying to reach the outer zone, the final outer zone, and man, oh man.
So looking at Lewis, he's having an issue there on the initiation. Looks like he had to make a big correction and then almost panic braked going forward. Was able to keep it in drift, I believe. Coming into this second outer zone, coming around, trying to cut line just a little bit. Nothing too crazy, but with it being already far out for the Z. And then here I see a big cut over on the inside of the track. Coming over, just trying to get that proximity. You can see all the flour going out. So we're going to go ahead and see what the judges deliberate here.
Waiting on the results. And it looks like Blake Barnett gets the win in that blue Z.
Unanimous decision on the Z to get moving forward. Both drivers definitely showing up and putting out every little bit they can here.
This is a good one.
Are we talking? Sure.
This is a good one coming up.
They haven't even seen it yet.
This is a good one.
It's going to be a good one?
A good one.
All right, I'll let you announce the first guy. I'll announce the second guy. We'll split this one, all
Okay,
right?
yeah, sounds good.
All right.
So in the bob we have...
Nope, wrong. Start again. We're not doing this. We were doing so good. No. It's the burnout box. It's okay. We don't need to abbreviate everything.
It's Bob.
No.
He's very friendly to the tires. He makes sure they're grippy for the
I
drivers.
disagree. I'm going to announce both of them now. You lost privileges.
Here we go. We have the first driver is Carlos Santos with Goon Squad.
And we got Jake Clark, absolute ripper over here in the 21 car, coming all the way from out of state. I wish I knew exactly where he was coming from, but that man is a ripper. He has been putting it down, almost getting a win here in the seeding bracket and showing who he is. And it's not going to be a question of who he is after this event. So super excited.
17 years old.
Yeah, 17. Yeah, I saw him last year at Clutch Kickers, and he was putting it together.
We got a lot of young guys, and I love seeing young guys.
Is Carlos a young guy?
Yes, I'm gonna say he's young. He would get mad at me about.
Would you call him an old guy though? I don't think he's an old guy.
Master Roshi over there.
How old do you think Carlos is?
He's about my age.
What's your age?
34.
Oh, okay. Older than me.
Oh my God. Really?
Yeah, you guys are older than. Did you think I was young?
I thought you were the same age as me, but here we go. We got Carlos Santos in the lead with Goon Squad as he's going to that first outer zone, using that left foot brake to stay in zone. And look at Jake Little being an absolute shredder today. Exceeding the bracket. Oh no! A huge correction. Jake Clark is still in drift. Absolute shredder there. Just being unfazed by that huge correction from Carlos Santos. That's skill, dude.
Yeah, so we go ahead and see Carlos Santos off the line. He is on that bumper, transitioning perfect time with him. Jake really wanting to make sure he's on there, a little bit on the inside, trying to get that perfect angle matched up. But Carlos with, we only get to see the back end of it. We're not seeing the mistake. That mistake was from Carlos, and Jake had to react to it, kept the car in drift, and got right back into the chase. So cannot believe that he got to get that proximity back. So looks like we got Carlos in-car action, and that is one of the Dragon Balls. I knew Goku was looking for that.
Here he is, shifting into that first outer zone. And uses some e-brake. Look at Jake. You can see him in the window. That is insane to watch as Carlos is ripping the e-brake going in there. Oh, he shook his head and he felt the understeer.
He tried to get that wheel over and he just did a little bit too much. The rear started to come out. He needed to reset the car and kept it going, and then boom, right there. Hey, what's up, Jake? That sounds like Adventure Time.
Here comes Jake
in a yellow car. It's Jake.
Jake Clark going into that first outer zone, and he is missing that pole outer zone. But look at Carlos Santos. He is right there, matching angle. Transition is beautiful. Carlos, as they're going into this fatal funnel, let's see how aggressive Carlos is. He's giving them room. Transition, a little left from break from Jake as they're going to the final outer zone. Look at the doors from Carlos.
Carlos absolutely got laser focused after that mistake. You can see here on the initiating from the rip, just said we're going to go ahead and drag that tire as much as we need to, grabbing the handbrake, and then boom, we're here. We're going to sit here. We're going to go ahead and follow Jake around. Great transition, good job. And you were saying he was just barely flirting with the zones, like he said. Coming through when it shuts down, Carlos said, yeah, I'm just going to follow you and do exactly what you're doing. It's exactly what the judges are looking for. Goes what I thought was going to be too far inside, but was able to slow down the car just enough to then sit right in on the door again. So almost looping it, almost throwing it there, but honestly made it look perfect. So great job. And did the judges make a decision on that one?
We are hearing real quick.
Oh, Carlos misunderstood here. Thought that the point got to him. Okay, Jake Clark gets the win and is advancing on. That is going to be that yellow 240. That's chassis right there. Is it 240? Yeah, it's 240. All right, coming through. Sorry, the liveries sometimes get me. But yeah, no, great job for both of them, and honestly, a very hard-fought battle. Let's look at the in-car reaction from Carlos. Not what the answer he wanted. He wanted the win, but you know, he still celebrates his competitor's win. Head nod down and a big clap. So we love to see that, and honestly, I love to see these in-car shots so quickly.
So cool.
What? Are we Formula Drift? Or is this another series that's over the pond?
Oh my goodness.
I'm not going to say the name. No cross promotions here.
As we see Sarah doing God's work over here, putting the line down, spray painting it. Sarah, absolutely amazing contributor to the drifting community. She also drives. It's pretty sick to see. In the last battle, we have Bill Stinger and Brian Chouette, but before that,
just going to go ahead and bring back to the Center for Hearing and Communication. Really thankful for those guys to come out here. Got to talk with them a little bit. Talk about the necessaries of really taking care of your ears. Otherwise, you might have to start learning ASL. So really thankful for them to bring the matches up. We're brought to you by, obviously, CHC, the Center of Hearing Communication, and a paid partner with USDC Circuit. So super happy about that. There is a QR code over here that should be popping up on your screen. You are able to go ahead and donate, and you are also able to set up a free, get your free hearing protection over at the booth. So definitely check them on out. I know I grabbed mine, and I'm definitely going to be using them. Try to prevent that. Huh? What was that?
Huh?
Huh? It's the best joke. It's never going to go.
Man, we're painting the zones out so the drivers can see it. The sun is setting. Track's getting cooler, and man, the competition is still heating up. You like that?
What? I have my hearing protection in. Hold on. Let me take my protection off real quick. That way I can hear you better.
So after this, it will be the final battle.
Ooh, look at that side by side. We got tandems out here while they're spray painting the field. Holy cow. Man, it's like the Blue Angels out here.
Look at this. You got Sarah closing in the proximity to David.
She's doing a wheelie.
She's doing a wheelie.
All
trying
the
to
X
get
factor.
all the way there. And man, oh man, I wonder what the judges are going to deem this. It's a really aggressive proximity right here as David is just focused. Now he's looking back. Might be a collision.
Going for the door. No, shuts it down. We can look at this flour getting poured out in the field. All right, so we're going to go ahead and jump over to an interview we got with Spencer.
Harry Spencer with Beast Coast.
What's going on, guys? I'm Spencer here at Beast Coast Drift, one of the Pro-Am drivers this year for US Drift Circuit. I've been drifting on and off for close to 15 years now. Man, the things I've had to sacrifice to get to this level is insane. The amount of dedication, the amount of time, the amount of fun, just overall commitment. I've had to put myself in so many unfamiliar and uncomfortable territories to get to the point where I am now. It's my escape, to be honest with you. It's the escape from a stressful life. I'm a small-time business owner. I own an auto diesel shop up in Ocala, so my life is very chaotic at all times. So again, this is my way out. And this year, I'm trying to prove that you can come out with just your second season and go for the big dogs. Take out some of the heavy hitters on the playing field to show them not just to underestimate a little four-cylinder. We have a 93 Nissan 240SX powered by a KA24 DET. At full boost, it makes about 650, so I can hang out with the big dog V8s out here and hurt some feelings. But again, that's what we're running today until we have our new car out. Earning a Pro Spec license would mean to me everything. That means I actually did my last real goal in life is to become an actual race car driver. The pressure is real this year, 100%, because there's a lot of really good drivers out here, so we're going to do our best and just rock out. The brave may never live forever, but the cautious never live at all. One of the biggest drivers I want to take out this year is Tom with the Corvette, 100% from Team No Tread. I think the wild card, honestly, is going to be one of the new drivers for this season, which might be John Proto. The fans should root for me because last year I was Rookie of the Year. And again, I'm trying to go all the way, and I got a family on my back and I'm towing with me. Everything excites me. The fact that, again, it's my last childhood dream is to become a race car driver, a true race car driver, and have a license. So it literally means everything to me to make it all the way. And even for my kids to look up and say, Daddy's a race car driver.
What he said right there, I can say Daddy's a race car. And like he said, he's doing that all on a four-cylinder. He's got more than 100 horsepower coming out of each one of those cylinders, and hitting that 600 number. But here, I'll let you take away the sponsor list real quick. You just do it with that announcer voice. Though. I want to hear with the announcer voice.
We have Redline Synthetic Oil is our title sponsor for US Drift Circuit Formula Drift Pro-Am. And we have many more sponsors. One is Drift HQ. They've been absolutely stellar out here with the media and getting their guys out here. He mentioned John Porto, but we also have Harry Spencer going into the top 16. Now, another thing, Autosports Engineering. Beautiful company. They got all the things you need, especially if you need certain parts for your engine and internals for your car. You definitely check their website out. Kenda Tires, absolutely helping us with the smoke show and giving us that great sense of tire smoke. And now we have BC Racing. BC Racing, big proponent of drifting. All your suspension needs there. Kansei Wheels, you got Harry Spencer rocking Kansei Wheels, those blue.
Those two-tone Kansei.
Yeah, man, they're clean.
Super cool.
And then Taxi Garage. You saw Ryan Kaufman out here just straight shredding, but Taxi Garage has been all over the world, but also supporting the local scene here in Florida.
I was going to take Link off, so sorry. Charging the way, taking care of all the FD drivers, and all the way down to this level is going to be Link ECU. We've got some amazing shots here of Sebring Raceway. If you haven't been here, definitely make sure you're way to come on out. We've got multiple events this year that are going to be coming back to this historic field. With that being said, I do want to thank KBD for sponsoring us as well. They're able to take a hit and keep on going and making sure you look good doing it. Super big fan of looking good, just like this track right here. What a sunset, or is that a sunrise? Oh my goodness.
And we have what it was out here today earlier, but now we have Bill, the Godfather Stenger, versus Brian. And Brian Schuett is absolutely an animal with that BMW, man. He's been proven like his charisma with the wheel.
I would say Brian too, with this brand new car that he just got. Super excited. We're going to be rolling through this top 16 as fast as possible. We are trying to finish up at 9 o'clock, so holy cow, Stinger just going for it. Throwing down a smoke screen, getting a nice lead. Brian going ahead and reeling them in slowly but surely. Probably one of my favorite cars out here color-wise. Stinger going ahead and throwing the tire off. Brian looking like he's got a little bit of issue trying to catch in that space, straightening out. But Brian doing what he needs to do, hitting that outer zone, coming through, getting it filled through, getting the touch and go. And Brian just gone ahead and let that motor sing, trying to get over there with a little rumble rasp at the end.
Yeah, you got the Godfather leading the charge here. Coming in with a nice weight transfer. That inside tire picks up, and he just lights off the tires, uses some left foot brake on outer zone 1. And look at the transition. And Brian, oh, it looks like he rotated a little bit and then corrected, fight the correction, and that caused a lack of angle. Still drift, but now you got the Godfather finishing off this lap here, and it was a shaky chase lap from Brian from what we've seen before.
Yeah, so Brian's going to end up in the lead situation here now, so he's going to be in the Drift HQ lead lane, and then we're going to be having our man Stinger here, Bill, going to go ahead and get into the chase position. He's going to be in the Autosports Engineering chase lane. So super excited to see both of those, and thank you again for those sponsors, helping make sure this can happen and making sure that we can show it off to everybody in the world. Yeah. Were you just waiting there for that? Yeah. All right.
Give you a little bit of Marvin Gaye there. Yeah. Oh, please tell me you know who that is.
I had to mute my mic. I was laughing.
Oh my God. Here you go. You got Brian in the lead and Bill in the chase. And man, oh man, look at Brian getting right to angle, and look at the Godfather. Oh mercy, stealing the proximity and over rotates. It looks like he spin out, and he does. But look at Brian, able to get to outer zone 2. He needs to complete this lap. He's able to fight through it all the way through the final outer
Stay
zone.
on course.
My, oh my.
Oh no, what's going on with Bill? 2 spins here. I wonder if something's going on with the tires. Saying some colorful language there with that head bob, I'm sure.
Well, let's see what happened here.
So we got a great initiation here by both of them. Just getting into the zone, filling it with the bumper, which is what we're looking for. Coming around, did not really get out to the touch and go, but for some reason, Bill just was on a different line and got boxed out. And then again, right there, I don't know if it's had car issues or what's going on.
And we're waiting on that judge's decision, seeing what caused the issue. Judges have made a decision. And Brian gets the win and moves on. Unfortunately, Bill gets knocked out of the top 32. And we have the...
Look at this car. The roof, if you can see it, it's like lace pink and blue and painted. I love that. So we do have our boy Tom coming on up. So this is going to be going into the top 16. So let me just go ahead and move my...
Yeah, Tom Ermenad versus Brian Sturman.
So both of them, my friend, both of them, really good drivers. Both of them built this car this year. Both of them looking to win. Both of them going for a license right now. So yeah, no, super excited, obviously, for this, and
yeah, and Brian Schutte doing a great job during the bracket. It's been an amazing day of drifting. It's cooling down now. Track's cooling down.
The sun's gone down, the sunglasses come on. They said they don't want to be the same.
All right, and we are gonna be back here shortly. We're gonna be doing the top 16 bracket on a separate live stream. You gotta be here for the excitement. The dirt drops, the dirt going all over the place, the door taps, and I am super excited to be here. We'll see you here in top 16.
Make sure you guys jump on that other stream. We'll see you there.